How's it going, all you guys and girls in the Illumination? Time to jump aboard the Loom Train. It's me, JJD, JJ Double J, the Illuminator here.
Oh, man!
Also known by almost countless other aliases and nicknames. We won't get into that right now. Happy Thanksgiving to all of my friends and family here in the United States. Thanksgiving always a great holiday. Like I said the other day, it's like the unofficial start of the Christmas season for many people. Today I'd like to talk about some stories, little tidbits of what it's like being the loom growing up. We always ate at Thanksgiving. We always ate at my mother's house, my grandparents on my mother's side. My grandfather, the other day I did a video about my grandfather being captain and all that. Well, there was no cruises or anything on Thanksgiving, and he was usually there. That being said, there was always a lot of family there. My grandfather came from a big family. My grandmother, there were 4 in her family, brothers and sisters. 1 brother, 2 sisters. My grandfather had a lot of brothers, 2 sisters. There was always family. Plus my mother and her brothers, my cousins. It was a big get together. I kind of, off the subject, I kind of miss that because as people pass on and as people get older, the families get smaller and all that. And I really do miss that. A lot of people are in the same boat. Why do I keep doing this? It's like I'm pushing someone back. I guess I feel like I have to talk like the 23% of Italian that I am, or whatever it is, something like that. Anyway, some funny stories that have happened as, from the time of me being a kid up until, I don't know, early teens or whatever. Well, mid-teens, I guess. Anyway. There was the time that my grandmother, accidentally, as she was stuffing the turkey, we found her wedding ring in the turkey stuffing, which was really funny. She didn't even know she lost it. This is the age before gloves, really. No one really worried about anything like that. But yeah, she lost her wedding band in the turkey. There was another Thanksgiving where my grandfather's dog, he had a Great Dane, Toby. Loved that dog. He stole one of those little biscuits off the table, just like, "Hurr!" And my grandfather chased him around to try to get it. He wasn't going to get that biscuit. That was gone. Luckily, it wasn't the whole turkey, right? There was the time that my grandfather's oldest sister, who was deaf, she came over with her husband. This is when I was like small, probably like 8 or 9. They came over one year, and my mother's cousin was there, who was big, heavier than me. I wasn't heavy at the time. I'm heavy now. He was always a little too pleasantly plump, but he would eat and eat and eat. And he would just shovel it in like you wouldn't believe it. She's watching. Now, she was an older woman at the time, too, and she stood up one day, and not one day, she stood up at one point during the meal, and she said, "I can't stand people making pigs of themselves." And for a woman that couldn't walk, I think I might have said this once before, but for a woman that couldn't walk, she did a pretty good job of running into that living room, putting the TV on, and she had to go and calm down for a while, but that was a little bit awkward, but definitely a story that we still talk about to this day. And probably the biggest thing that happened. One year, my mother's oldest brother and his family, they decided to cook the turkey themselves and bring it over. And my uncle, he drove for most of my childhood, he had this green jalopy of a car. I mean, I don't know. It should have been junked way before he actually did it, but well, he went around the corner one Thanksgiving, and the door opened up. The turkey was in the pan and everything on the back seat. Out it went. I think we still ended up eating it and everything. Everything was okay. It still stayed in the pan, but thank goodness my grandmother made like macaroni and all kinds of other side dishes. Oh, good times. Have any stories of Thanksgivings and stuff like that you'd like to share? Put them down below. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. I love you all. Stay safe. This is the Illuminator, and I'll be back. And before I get out of here, I just wanted to say a big thank you for coming over and watching. It really means a lot to me. If you liked the video you just saw, hit that thumbs up button. I'd really appreciate it. And if you haven't done so already, please click that subscribe button. It's 100% free. It'll help keep you up to date on all my videos and vlogs. And don't forget to ring that bell.